The Buffaloes will kick it away to start us off. Wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds a tight end. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Down. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
And the Canes with the 1st and 10. In the back in motion. Just keep slinging it. Grabs behind the line. It's good. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Touchdown, Canes! Quick strike through the air for the score. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st down once more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down.
Check. Down. Ready.
scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Leaves it with the running back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Easy.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on first down. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Got it.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Finally corralled him at the 4. He picks up the first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down. Another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Buffaloes line it up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Back to pass. There's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
He's looking downfield to throw. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Hurricanes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Hurricanes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work.
Pace, 27-20.
Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
They'll give it to the back. Runs through a tackle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
They'll go up top on second and short. Takes the grab on the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Keeping it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the defense has to be able to do a better job on the back end, tackling this receiver and keeping him out of the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 10 over Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
29 Philly. 2-9 go.
Looking downfield on first down. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball hit the center.
They almost got a first down there, stopped the yard short. It'll be third down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
Down 55 weak.
To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Found a little running room on that one, picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. He managed a few yards on that return.
was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take the field?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop it, right? Like, we made a mistake. You huddle the guys up, sudden change. Be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right now.
It's Gibson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Green 25.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Lasso. Lasso.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snags it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Okay,
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Slams it ahead. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Igloo. Igloo.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And tackled there by the defense.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what to catch you, big fella.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Had to settle for the field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time for a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Corners showing press. They want to be great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's up short. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Reads it, fires complete. Crosses the 30, he's going to win. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running the red zone, it's Pringle. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want. This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got a touch.
Intercepted. The defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
And I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Lost a throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And they've got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Lets it fly deep downfield. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He is going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Ready?
The Buffaloes come to the line needing just inches for the first down.
Get set. Get set.
Muscling ahead on third and short. That's away from the defender. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third down.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here comes the heat. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Lost the fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Upshaw. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious. He is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Here we go.
The give to the tailback. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Got it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football in 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Ringo. Ringo.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming out of the the tunnel in the third quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miami!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Bellamy. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job in looking at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. With the catch, it's Hopper. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And the Buffaloes are on the move.
Here we go.
Off the play fake on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Huffman. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They just keep firing. Got his man. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag.
Okay,
First down for this offense.
come on, set.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go, set.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cage.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Set. Hut.
The hand to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
42, Slider.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Hoffman. There we go. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Pulls it in. It's Hoffman. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Throws for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo! Lining up to add another. Splits the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 18 to Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 35, he's got room. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Bellamy. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to go up top. Hit as he throws. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Trying to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field. You could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Aims to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play.
Yankee Blue, Spider.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the fourth quarter is they have just not been able to find...
Oh, he's not punting. He's going to throw. And it's caught. Can he get to the marker? He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Touchdown, Kings! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point is good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Okay,
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field. Your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Fires to the wideout. And he's thrown another interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Run it. It's Freeman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go! Let's go!
The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Grabs it in the middle, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just boom, put on a line. It's really nice to have that.
The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Crosses the 45. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10.
Pound 55.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee. And and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle to a solid pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement.